He knows where to go now. The observatory. Hot on the heels of the Herald of Darkness, the Champion of Light forges on to see the stars.
If Light's the champion, then when does it become daytime?
An observatory, a place for a man to witness the magnificence of the universe. But such insights are not what the Champion of Light is looking for. He has come to find a weapon.
Oh, that's me. Or maybe I didn't want to leave yet. Rude.
Welcome back, listeners. As you know, I'm Eddie Rodman, and I'm still talking to old gods of Asgard who are doing their big comeback tour. How's that been going for you, Odin?
Splendid! I'm having the time of my life. You know, I didn't realize how much I'd missed that.
And what about you, Thor?
It's okay, you know.
Well, this must bring back a lot of memories.
Oh, yeah. It's wonderful to be back on stage. If it wasn't for my knee, I'd feel like a young man again.
Well, speaking of that, I hate to keep harping on this age thing, but I gotta tell you, I've heard your new songs, guys, and you sound really good.
Thank you.
And,
Thank
this
you.
may be a touchy subject, but to be blunt, you really don't sound, well, old. I mean the difference between your speaking voice and your singing voice, it's pretty striking.
What the hell are you talking about? You saying it's not us singing on that record? What? What's he talking about?
Thor and Odin is what they call
I'm not
them
saying
now.
that, guys, but I can't help noticing the difference.
Son, you're on thin ice. You calling me a liar?
Sonny boy.
Let me just step in here for a moment, boys.
I ain't calling you a truther.
And they do sound different, but believe me, we're not talking Milli Vanilli here. These guys are the real
Milli
deal.
Vanilli.
Why don't you come to the gig tomorrow night?
Oh shit. The Polty Ghost.
It's almost like magic. Look, you see my boys play, you see the old gods for real.
Kind of like this radio
A lot
show.
of power. And I like
Seems to carry it on and
All
on.
right, Barry,
There's no ending to it.
Now, let's take another quick break here, and after that, we'll play the new
Oh, they're
Old
having a
Gods
break.
of Asgard single. Don't you go away.
Thor and Odin over here, they done gone made an album. Oh, it's just ammo. Danger zone. Why couldn't I just open the gates and drive my car up here? Hell no. Hearing my Odin voice. Oh, am I good at any accents? No. Not really. I'm just good at, well, I'm not good at it actually. I just hear an accent and I'll mimic it a little bit. Okay, we got another page.
I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the
Truth
unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer, my dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to do accents, but I'm just not. I don't practice them, really. Can you do any accents? And if so, which ones? Ready, go. That's what I always think. I sometimes just come out with random accents and I'm not even trying, I'm just saying something in a weird way. And I feel like I'm making fun of someone.
Hello? I'm Dr. Rachel Meadows, and... Wait a moment, it's you! I can't believe you dare show your face around here again.
Oh, it wasn't me. Okay, gotta get this dodging thing down. Oh no. Oh shit. Shit. Oh no, you don't.
Go away.
Let me in, lady.
It wasn't me. I just look like him.
Are you serious? That's what you're going with? Please!
I'm trying to stop him. You saw those shadow things trying to kill me, right? I bet he got along with them just fine.
Yes. Yes, he did. All right. Come on in.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm not very good at this the dodging thing. Okay, well, I'll attempt it again at some point.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, it's him
I figured I'd
again.
take a moment to talk to you. There's a party next door. I'm feeling pretty good
I've
right
seen
now.
that face before,
A
though.
little beer, a little fun, you know? It's nice.
Is he a proper actor?
Listen, this whole thing between us, it's a little weird for me too, you know? I mean, we don't just look the same, there's a lot we share. I mean, up here, I know you, right? So I was thinking maybe we could...
Maybe we could.
These guys are getting out of control. Look, I feel like we're both victims of circumstance here. And maybe we could make some kind of effort to...
God, if they're pissing you off that much, just kill them all. I'm supposed to stop him hitting his knuckles.
Never mind.
He's just like this guy. Look at all the pain he's bringing to the world. I can't look any longer. I can't stand it. No, I need to look. I need to fight. I need to kill. There's sad music playing in the background.
Just a moment, I'll send the lift down to you. I didn't expect to see anyone here tonight, but I'm relieved to see an actual person. That's assuming this isn't some kind of cruel trick on your part, of
Well,
course.
you would have made him, like, leave his weapons or something, wouldn't you?
Doctor, the man who looked like me, what did he want here?
There's a strange astronomical event happening right now. Something I can't begin to classify.
Oh,
but I think it's
insane.
disabled our satellite. There's a very peculiar signal that we're receiving.
A signal? That's what I'm here for.
Well, so was he. But he didn't seem to understand it at all. He got very angry, sabotaged our imaging array, and now we're blind. I believe the event is still going on, but we can't pick it up.
Is there something we can do?
What he broke is essentially just a special camera, but we can't use the telescope without it. There's a replacement in my car. If you can get that to me, we're back in business.
Consider it done. Tell me more about the signal.
It's almost as if something's being transmitted to Night Springs. It's the strangest thing. It's quite elusive, almost as if it wasn't properly there. I don't know how to describe it.
So, what was the signal like?
I wish I knew. He appeared before I had a good fix on it. He was very pleasant when I was working, but when I isolated the signal, he suddenly forced me out of the control booth. He said it was none of my business. He seemed to change. Somehow he was very smooth and charming before that, but suddenly he became, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I want to talk about it.
Yeah, it's been good chatting with you as well. Thank you. Hope you have a good night.
I have to ask,
Thanks
do
for
you
chilling.
always wear that to work?
I was at a party for a local art exhibition. Fascinating works. When I was called away by my assistant, Michael was the first to spot this event. I don't know where he is now, actually. He was supposed to bring us some food, but he never showed up.
Tell me about the
Yes.
event.
Oh, it's quite fascinating. It looks as if
Bye.
stars were changing, somehow. Or shifting positions. It isn't really happening, of course. Most likely it's caused by some kind of atmospheric refraction phenomenon. But I've never seen anything like it.
Did he hurt you?
No, he didn't quite threaten me exactly, but
Why
those
did all of you go
shadowy
call Mr.
things started to
Scratch?
crawl into view, and whatever the signal was, he seemed to be extremely frustrated by it. He just
Well,
started
his
breaking things
evil
and left. I thought it best not to interfere.
You were lucky. He's done much worse.
Yes. He showed me a knife, and he kept talking. He enjoyed the sound of his own voice. A proper maniac. You really aren't anything like him, are you?
Believe me, I try very hard not to be.
Turns around.
Good luck, and try to be careful. It's a very expensive part, and we don't have a replacement. Oh dear, that sounded more callous than I intended. Be safe.
Have we got enough pages? 16. I think we needed like... I'm gonna sneeze. Can't remember if it said 15 or 30. Shit, climber. Yeah, 15. What? Oh, 3 out of 16 pages. Wait, I'm sure I collected more than that. Oh no, in that first bit was I supposed to collect all the things before I moved on. Can I go back? 5 out of 21? Shit. Well, if I knew that, it would have been fine. I'm gonna make sure I get all of them from this bit then. This is me just fucking running through the whole game without actually doing it all.
As a storyteller, my first real love was crime. And it was in that genre that I finished my first novel, starring the perpetually miserable Alex Casey, whose entire life was a wound that never healed. The books sold as fast as they hit the shelves. I wrote 5 more Alex Casey books, and they all were bestsellers. I became rich. I became famous. Success brought pressure, and I didn't handle it very well. The pressure of success got to me. My wife Alice was the sole thing in my life that anchored me. Suddenly it wasn't enough. I couldn't write anymore. I distracted myself with wild parties and whatever trouble I could scare up. I wallowed in the drama of my life, sure that Alice would stick with me even though she didn't sign up to be the lifeline of a tortured artist. It was my dumb luck she's not the type to give up. I've seen the enemy, and it's me. I've faced dark horrors before, things that live in the unimaginable pressures of the world beyond our own. Sometimes they masquerade as humans. That's what ultimately lurks inside Mr. He's every mean-spirited tabloid story about me, an evil caricature, a creature formed in that vague territory of misconceptions, half-truths, and the dark imagination of people who heard a story about me. An urban legend made flesh, a serial killer, my dark half, brought to life by the power of Cauldron Lake. I've carried a flashlight and a gun for so long that I feel naked without either. It's all too often that I need them. The darkness protects the taken. Shadows crawl over their forms like living things, protecting them from harm. Blows that would injure or kill a human outright mean nothing to them as long as the darkness persists. But light makes them vulnerable. Light burns the shadows away. The darkness that drives them is still in them, but now they're vulnerable. Flashlight and gun. Sometimes it feels they're all I have left. The spiders aren't really the work of the enemy. They're a side effect, a part of the dark place's less significant fauna that has managed to slip through the opening I made when I arrived. Less an animal than an idea that has assumed the form of an animal. Makes them no less dangerous, but at least they're a little easier to deal with. The darkness doesn't protect them like the Taken, and thus they can be destroyed by either light or bullets right away.
Spiders? I have to kill spiders? Or is the spiders the name for the... I don't know. I'm yet to see the spiders.